Good afternoon to all of you. Last month, I have conducted a webinar on three aspects basically. One was regarding, uh, what is the industry trend, how organizations are hiring in this national pandemic, and we have also discussed how different recruiters are hiring people. What are the new tools and technologies and mechanism has started for sourcing new candidates, and I have also discussed about how to crack the interviews and what are techniques by which candidate can prepare themselves for the interview. Today, I would only focus on the third aspect, that is how to crack the interviews, and probably this video would help you to prepare yourself. And just to update you, this session is basically for managers, but no need to panic for freshers and engineers. Believe me, last 10 years, questions are same. What have been asked to engineers and what have been asked to managers. Now the change is that their answer has changed. Question remains same. So answer expectation is improved a lot. So we'll talk about seven heavyweight questions which are quite prevalent. Before that, let me tell you that nowadays people are more focused on soft skill. At the initial days, last decade, if I talk about, people were more focused on finance, more focused on technology, more focused on resources. But nowadays, industry knows that only human is going to change everything. Everything will be constant. The finance, resources, your technology will be same, or maybe it will change. But what is going to differentiate the performance in the industry? That is human. So, a lot of questions are being asked on cultural aspect, on leadership qualities, on attributes, right, and values and culture. So, we will discuss on those things. Before that, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Shubhankar Malakar. I'm head HR with an organization called Telecom Network Solution. So, we deal in telecom sector, we deal in power sector, so we're into software development, and we're also representing a brand called Tenso, which is into training and development. So we are connecting with the different corporates for hiring requirement, and we're also approaching different institutions and colleges for getting a job for the freshers. So we are actually training to freshers and providing to the customer, especially the corporate. So we are a bridge between employer and institutions, and we are focusing on very niche skill. So that's about us. Now let's go straight hit to the questions which are more relevant nowadays. Now, first question. After the session, probably I'll give you 5 minutes to ask any questions. You have some question, you can chat me. Probably I can respond in that moment of time. Before that, let us start that question. The first question, which is important, is uh, tell me something about yourself and how you would make manager in a company, right? So tell me something about yourself and how you want to make manager in a company. So two tips. One tip is that while answering, you also visualize what answer you should give at your situation, considering your relevancy point of level. So tips are, one is people are focused on your work related answers. So they are which father, which community you belong to, which caste, what your plans to do. Your academics are already there in the CV. So you need to focus on totally into your work related activities, and that's zeroed down to your target achievement. So you need to focus on a target achievement scenario, and then every manager they have one thing common. That's how they inspire and motivate their team. So there are two aspects, right? So let me try to help you out with the answer. What's the right answer? First and foremost, I have necessary fast track record for achievement of my target. And my sole aim while working would be to deliver on my target. Right? I am very passionate about my work, I do understand I would be successful in this job only when I put hard work, extra hours of works in, and drive my team toward the strategic goal of the organization. Hiring me, you will be investing into integrity, a honest person uh, who has a capacity to deliver in a hard situation with an out-of-box solutions, keeping cool head and acting as a positive role model and representative for your organization. So that was the answer of the first question. If I'm not very fast, probably you can ask me at the end of the session. We can discuss again. So let's first take your take you through all the questions what I want to share you, which are most prevalent nowadays for any position. You talk about managers and about the managers they're looking for upgradation in the job. So this is very relevant. Second question: what are the values you are going to bring to your organization? Question is, what are the values you are going to bring to your organization? Now, tip one tip from my side. Now, every manager they have unique traits of their values, right? They have the unique trait of attributes. So, that's including honesty, that includes accountability, that includes innovations and continuous improvement. There are many. So, way to limit on this attributes or qualities which you have. You think you previously demonstrated different organizations. Now, currently, you're going to demonstrate the same into this organization also. So, answer should be like this. I believe I have seven values which I carry everywhere. And these are very much important for any organizational success. Now, first point, values, what I consider is very important is lead by example. So, this is one of the values because in any review meeting, until you show something, probably your ideas won't be bought. So, it's also important, it's always important that you lead by example in the team. Second, commitment to the customer. So if there's no customer, there's no business. So I have to be customer centric day and night to serve the customer anytime. That's second value. Third is about teamwork. So if there's no team, I can probably not achieve my target. So team target is most important. Fourth is and team's mistake. If I'm wrong, I have to accept the mistakes. If my team is wrong, my team has to accept the mistake. So you can only improve when you accept the mistakes. Then only you can improve on. Next quality is I think is most important is all about uh, you know uh, continuous improvement. So when we talk about continuous improvement, every organization has to make a lot of changes day and night, and this is possible cannot be driven from the top management down. At the team side, at the executive level, you are going to the market. You know exactly what is happening. So you bring new things to the organizations, new concept of doing things you bring to the organizations, and you improve. You improve everywhere. So once you improve, your organization improves. Once your teams improve, your organization improves. So these improvement values are too much important for any organization. So these are the values I think is most relevant current scenario. Coming to the question number three, what cultural change you can bring to our organization, and what do you understand the culture? Now, tips from my side: no organization's culture is bad or good. Only thing how we want to align this culture with the organizational mission and vision, that's most important, right? So never say I want to come to your organization to change the overall culture. So you can always say I'll assess the current culture, then I'll see everything is required. So I will recommend a change. So your answer should be I think every organization's culture is good. I'll see that how I'm going to align your culture with the organization objective, organization long-term goal. There could be two bad and good culture, but we need to see how we can inspire the good culture and that directly connects to the organization long-term goal. And uh, most importantly, I believe in a culture where there is openness, there is transparency. You given decision making power to your teammates, you engage with the people, you create a pipeline of people, and then you do the complete innovations considering the improvement and compliance part. And culture is also important when we talk about uh, if suppose anything is required. So what you have to do that I will assess for joining after 4 weeks on the current culture, and after assessment, if I find anything required to be changed, which are not aligned, probably I will recommend to change that. Next question that will come directly onto you, that is, you're talking too much about team. How are you going to manage the team? How you ensure that you have good relation with the team? So tips for this would be, uh, standardization, consistency, and appreciation. So your answer should be revolved around this team, and again fun at workplace. So let's see how we can answer this question. Sir, I believe in three elements when we talk about relation with the team. One is standardization. That means I will scale up the standard of the performance. So if somebody is performing at this level, I'll ensure that he perform at this level. So first of all, what I did, I raised the bar of performance. One. Second aspect is consistency. Consistency. So I'll ensure the team is consistently performing up to that high standard of performance. So this is not a question of quarter one, quarter two, quarter three. This is a question of consistent performance of high standard. The third aspect, that is appreciation. So teammates who are performing good, reward them, appreciate them in different forums. That's the three base of team building and making a high performing team. And along with that, uh, team only flourish when you have a very vibrant organizations, when you have time for party as well, and you have time for work also. So both goes together. There are different set of employees whose aspiration levels are different. So you need to understand how we can motivate somebody at a what level. There could be different gap between the employee to employee, and their aspiration level could be different. So that is only possible when team leader is talking, interacting with everybody in the team, right? Next question would be coming directly to you is, what do you understand by quality? Uh, what do you understand by uh, cultural changes and quality? They will mix up the question like culture and quality. So when we talk about culture, quality, and attributes, the tips from my side is this has to be connected with organizing, planning, and directing the team. So the answer would be, I believe in organizations where I ensure that my team is working with me, and I align my team's target with the organization target, and I'll ensure that a high degree of planning with the team, with the organization, with the management, and I'm sure that those plans are brainstormed together and come with a solution for achievement of long-term organizational goals. So I will try tested methods. Probably I've asked tested somewhere else. So time tested mechanism is very much important when you're talking about syncing culture, attributes, and values of the organization. Right. So in short, culture, attributes, and values, what we are looking for, a team where we can let free the ideas, let ideas to come first, then capture the ideas, then decide which ideas to be implemented, and then implement that. And as team leader, my job is to enable the team to come with the ideas. My help is required. Wherever my help is required, public help that and communicate down the line. Every look and corner of the office where this idea has to be communicated. And one more important aspect, which is very important, that's related to your body language and your personality. So we talk about all these qualities. It's important that you behave properly, because whatever you're doing, whatever you're writing, whatever you're saying, that has got direct implications on the organization. So your success depends on organization success. If you fail, your organization will fail. So ensure that whatever we're doing, we're very cautious and alert on communicating down the line with the team. Next question: are you a risk taker? The question is, are you a risk taker? So tips is most of the organizations what I observed in my last 20 years of career. Uh, all the organizations they like people who can take the risk, who can take a decision, but you cannot say directly that you will take risk always, right? So your answer should be yes, I'm a risk taker, but I would do a thorough risk assessment plan, and I will not take any decision based on my guts and the previous experience. I will based on my decision, the risk fuel on the data. So whatever conclusion I get after my risk assessment plan, I will take a calculative risk. If I found that after doing a particular thing, losses will be huge, probably which we cannot recover in terms of brand loss, in terms of finance loss. Probably I'll not take that risk. I'll not let company to come to a bad shape. So this is my responsibility that if I can take some risk, which is I can take a calculated risk rather, where I can mitigate the risk to the minimum level. Then only I will take the risk. And the last question, which is quite prevalent in any organization, that's what are your long-term plans? What are your long-term plans? And how long you want to work with us? So tips for this is every organization is looking for long-term people, because they know that really hiring a manager is cost effective. You have to retain him again, and hiring is a big pain. So your answer would be yes. Uh, I would be working with your organization for many years to come, for which I'm being interviewed today. But how I will do it, that's important. I want to create a strong team uh, who is going to help me in long-term objective of the organization. So in short, we will focus on continuous improvement. When companies will improve, then we will grow, we will improve. So while going around the timeline, we'll ensure that we adapt new things, we cater new ideas, we cater new technology and everything. Then align myself and my team toward the strategic long-term vision of the organization. So that's about my seven heavyweight questions. So if you have any, just to uh, before I finish it, I want to share 2 points here, which is very important for preparation for the interview. Whenever you're going for the interview, prepare on two aspects. One is, normally you might get a call from a placement agency for an interview, or you might get a call from some references. So from whichever resources or information you get a call for interview, ask this person why the last person was rejected. Take input from him. Probably she or him or any recruitment agency might have sent earlier candidates, a lot of other candidates for interview, but they might have rejected. So this will be always a positive point from your side to get an input why these guys have been rejected, what question, kind of question they have asked, which these guys could not be able to respond. So if you get some input, just prepare on that ground. And one more thing, that's you have to be very convincing in terms of your strength and weakness, right? So we are very bookish. Sometimes we respond to strength and weakness both. So prepare yourself some strength and weaknesses which is true for you, which seems very genuine, right? And probably when you talk about the weakness, share some weaknesses which has no direct implication on your performance in the job. Yeah. That's all about my side. If you have any questions, I just give 5 minutes. You can please share and I can respond to you right now. Thank you. Okay. Uh, I can see a question. Want to know about how to hide your weaknesses. Okay. So what I will say, make your weaknesses as your strength. Suppose uh, you have weakness like you are late comer to the office, right? So you find that this is one of the weakness. I cannot come to office at 10. I normally come at 11. This is your weakness. So what you have to do, you tell them, sir, I work late, very late. So if there is any work which is coming at 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. to me, I respond from that moment of time. Sometimes I'm late to the office, but I'm sure I give my efficiency and productivity and finish my target as per the timeline. Okay? So create your strength to your weakness. That will be the answer. Any other question? Okay. Okay. So anybody has any kind of doubt, they can connect me right now, or we'll connect you in next webinar probably whenever I connect it. Do it next week after some time. Okay. This question like, please let us know what are the certificate companies are looking new for job. Please let us know that what are the certification companies are looking now for job. Yes. Certification companies are, you're talking about companies who are certified. These are companies which are hiring. Are Moody International is no longer. There's a company called Intertech. Intertech is organizations who are hiring. There are organizations called uh, SGS, and this is called the BBQ. There are three organizations who are to certification. They are hiring candidates, right? So SGS, BBQ, and Intertech. These are three organizations who are hiring now. Thank you. Any other question? Okay, I think there's no more questions are coming. I can see one question. How I can connect to the companies abroad from my dream companies. Okay, so there are different job sites. You can try that job site. If you go to Google, you will find a lot of job portals are there which are hiring from India. Right? So I suggest you go to Google and there are job sites. Even Naukri is there. You talk about anywhere in the world, Naukri.com is there. So when you apply for a job, put the preferences which country you're looking for a job. And most of the countries Naukri has footprint, and you can get direct connect from there. So Naukri is one Indian site. There are some international sites like sport.com, and there are some European sites. There are some Italian sites. So look at the Google and apply there directly, right? And also you can connect with different organizations in India who are actually sending candidates outside, but you have to be very careful. 90% organizations who are sending candidates outside, they're fraud. So ensure whenever you get an opening from an agency or an sourcing agent from India who commits you that you want to send him in a particular country, Google just search out his name if they are linked with any kind of fraud. Google you will see a comment and don't apply in that company and don't get help from that sourcing. I can see a question, what are the strategy company are looking for recruitment in Corona lockdown? What's the strategy company are looking for recruitment in Corona lockdown? Okay, I think I covered this topic in my last session. Strategies, still there's a lot of job in the market. Yeah, I can see a lot of jobs are coming in the market, and I would refer my last webinar which I conducted in last week of April. Yeah, so you get a lot of answer on that thing, right? I think fair enough. I'll close this window now. Thank you very much. We'll connect you again. Have a good day.